Okay, on the earlier video, I was talking a little bit about this advanced option and focusing down here where it's got how your report, when it's exported into Excel, is actually viewed. Mine is automatically set to on printed report only. Yours may actually be on printed report and screen. I'm going to leave mine the way it is so that I can show you what that looks like and then explain the other option to you. So I've got this last report. Need to make sure that I put the right tab. Now I'm ready to put it in. Okay, here it is. Now, what I was referring to is the fact that up here there's no titles or anything. And before I realized that there was that option within the export, what I was doing is I was actually coming up here and doing like a print preview and then seeing it there. However, if you go and you do the other option and tell it to actually print on the screen, it's going to show you, a few rows up above this where it has the name of the report, the title, and the actual date. So that may be a better option for you. The last thing that you want to do when you're finished with all of your assignments for that chapter is to click under the reports feature. Again, if it's frozen like it is on mine, I got to click off, click back on. I can go to reports now. And when you do the grader, even if you have all of the reports finished, if you don't put an X here in this box, the grader will not grade. In fact, I believe it actually comes back with a 0 grade. And you'll be wondering why, because you'll actually have your reports in there and you'll think you did a good job. And most likely it's because you forgot to put an X, because it checks that first. So go ahead, make sure you have an X. This is just kind of a reminder of what you actually should have and what the grader is going to grade. So now I can save it and then exit out of Excel. Before I grade the worksheet, I'm going to, because I'm finished now with this project for chapter 1, I need to go ahead and create my backup. Now what I'm going to do this time is, I could have changed the options and I didn't. It automatically came up with that date and time. But what I could do is just go ahead and overwrite the backup file that I've for project 1. Again, as long as you're just doing project 1 backup, you can overwrite the project 1 backup. You don't want to override project 1 if you're in chapter 2 though. And since I'm still in chapter 1 and I just want to update this prior backup, I'm going to say yes. Okay, so now it's backed up and I can exit QuickBooks. If you notice, next time I go into QuickBooks, it's going to show 2 company files. These aren't backup files, these are company files. The project one and the chapter one. Whereas before we only had the chapter one. Now that we've used the project file, now that it shows up. But I'm not going to open anything. I'm going to exit. So I got to find my grader, and I have it listed under the assignment tab in Blackboard under chapter 1 where you were to actually submit the assignment. You should see it. And when you pull that, you want to go ahead and save it and put it somewhere where you can grab that file, and then you're actually going to use that to grade your assignment. So that's what we're going to do in the next video.